Morning people. Today is Vlogmas day 21. We are on a very early start this morning. I am feeling very tired, and that's why I sound very croaky. I think I went to bed about 1. By the time I finished editing the video and getting it up on bloody YouTube, like, I'm absolutely shattered. And it is now what, 7 o'clock? We're just having a hot drink, and then we are going to leave in like half an hour and make our way to Aldi and get there as soon as it opens, because I then need to come back and log on, do some work, and then log off to go and get my nails done, to then go to Sainsbury's, to then come back to finish off work, to then pack. So today is going to be an extremely long day. Just having a hot coffee to wake myself up and get me alert. I didn't say goodnight, I don't think, in last night's vlog. However, we watched a movie called A Monster Calls. If you guys haven't seen that movie, give that movie a watch. It's a really... If you're an emotional person, you're going to need your tissues. Like, it is very heartbreaking. But I watched it with Kai. It was a great movie to watch. It had a great message in it. And if you know anyone or any child who is going through losing a parent or a grandparent, that's definitely a movie for them to watch. And Kai was like, "Mum, that was actually a really good movie. We were only going to watch half an hour and then go to bed early." And we watched the whole movie. We watched 2 hours. Literally, because it was that good. Like, we just wanted to kind of, it keeps you... It's really weird because it's a slow movie. It's not like an action-packed movie. But the suspense and the way they filmed it makes you just want to keep watching to find out what happens. But I'm not going to cry. I'm an emotional person anyway, and I cry at a lot of things. Like, it had me in tears, but it was such a good movie. It was so well written. Apparently it's based on a book. I wouldn't actually mind reading the book, because I think the book probably goes into way more depth. But definitely check that movie out. It's called A Monster Calls if you haven't seen it. It's got Sigourney Weaver in it. And I think Liam Neeson does the voice of the monster. So it's not really big budget, but it is definitely a movie to watch. Oh, with that said, I better hurry up and drink my coffee so we can get our way on the road. Otherwise we could be stuck in traffic. Let's hope Aldi's like half empty when we get there. The lighting. So we are back home. I probably did it in about 20 minutes. Not bad. And I was just gonna literally show you everything that we got. And look, this is why I love Aldi. So I've got coffee, I've got this cider. I'm gonna try apple, cinnamon and winter spices. And what I love about them, they're vegan, if you can see that, and gluten free. So at least when I'm following a vegan diet, or I'm doing it for a little like detox or whatever, it's so I can still kind of have alcohol, so that's great. Tomatoes, crisps, biscuits, peppermint tea, carrots, brown flakes, juices, broccoli, Kyron's digestive biscuits. We got racers, which are technically Snickers, cream crackers, digestive biscuits to make, banoffee pie, chocolate croissants. Kyron got some mini wraps because he wanted mini wraps. I got pizza. These pizzas are like 70p, 80p. Well, I think this was 67 today, but they actually taste really good. And they're thin based, so there's not a lot of You know, usually if you get thick base, it's just more dough than anything. This is really nice. And the pepperoni one. I got chips. I got cucumber there. Potatoes for roast potatoes. I got mint sauce. I got spring rolls, duck spring rolls. I got some fish for today. Kyron got some chorizo slices. We got pigs in blankets. We got vegetable spring rolls. Butter. Cheese. Kyron loves cheese, so we got 2 packs of cheese. Macaroni cheese. Our chicken. Tin of baked beans just in case. Apple sauce. Custard if we want custard. Cashew nuts because I love cashew nuts. Mackerel and some sardines. A tin of chopped tomatoes. Mint sauce. Vinegar. Brown sugar to make a banoffee pie. Chocolate spread. Yes, that is a rip-off of Nutella. And so is that mayonnaise and tomato ketchup. And I also got 4 still bottles of water and 2 sparkling waters. Now, do you guys want to take a guess at how much this all cost? Bearing in mind, this isn't a full Christmas shop. This was a bit of Christmas and a bit to get us through the next week. To the end where New Year's are, and then we'll probably do after New Year's because we're not here for New Year's. We're away for a couple of days. Take a random guess of how much you think this stuff will cost. Now, if you go Aldi, you'll know how much it costs, or around about. I'm just gonna pretend like we're having a conversation and you've told me, and it's actually, all of this was just literally £40 and 26p. So now I know some of you will be like, what? Yes. For everything that we got here was £40. Now, had I done this whole entire shop in Sainsbury's with branded goods, you're probably looking about £60, if I'm honest with you. Because sometimes I go Sainsbury's and pick up a few things and I've already spent £15 and I'm like, where? So this is one of the reasons why I advocate for Aldi, especially for maybe single parents like me who are on a budget. And the food is actually all right. To be honest, I'm going to start packing away now while I'm talking to you. You know, people sit here and go, oh, you know, I've had some people go, I don't like Aldi, the food doesn't taste the same. And I'm like, no, it actually does taste the same. I don't actually know what you're talking about, because it's the only difference is the name. And if the name is what's throwing you off, then I don't know, because it doesn't taste any different. And that's just me being real. Like, I've never had anything from Aldi and gone. Probably the only thing I could say I didn't really like was ice cream. I didn't like the ice cream. I had an ice cream once and I didn't like it, and that's fair enough. But other than that, pizzas, the crisps, what else is there? Cheese, the juices. The juices are actually really good, because they're actually not made from concentrate and they cost less than the ones that you get from Sainsbury's. Now, Sainsbury's not from concentrate juices are £1.25, depending on your location, because another thing I've noticed, Sainsbury's, Tesco's, they're all guilty of it. Depending on where you are located, will be dependent on whether or not you're charged a higher price or not. So if you live in what they class as an affluent area, usually the prices are about 10p more than if your area that's not as affluent. And unfortunately, that is the way supermarkets work. So, and I only noticed this when I moved to the area that I used to, that I'm kind of in before. And one day I went to Tesco's near here rather than the one that's near my mum's house, which is a mega one. And that might also have something to do with it. This is a smaller one. And I went to buy, something for Kyron's packed lunch. It might have been ham. And I think the ham is in my mum's one for like 99p. Here it was 109. And I was like, what? And then as I started to go in a few times, I realised every time I go in, the prices are different. So that's when I was like, now I know why a lot of people tend to go to the one in Lee Valley, and that one's kind of empty, because obviously people are like, I'm not going to go and spend extra money on the same food when I can drive a little bit further up and get it for a little bit cheaper. have literally just got back from the nail shop and getting our last little bits from Sainsbury's. I'm not gonna lie, we only picked up a few things from Sainsbury's, innit, son? And the bill came to £45.
We picked up 35 things to be precise.
But the joke is, this is the joke, people. I spent £40 in Aldi, and got way more stuff. So I'm not really sure. Can I take those bananas out of that bag? They're gonna go funny. That's gotta be. Is that for tomorrow? Alright. Did you put the oven on? Well done. So yeah, it's a weird one. Like, I was just literally saying to Karen, like, you know, we've just spent this near enough the same and didn't get nowhere near as much. Put them in the thing. You can do, or you can leave them for Christmas. Sorry. Leave it to Christmas?
Yeah, okay.
So put that on the bottom shelf so that when we come back it will be nice and chilled. Put it at an angle. So yeah, but this is the joke. So I don't know if I've told you guys, I have been saving for the last few months. So every time we go into Sainsbury's, I've been getting points. Now initially, to start with, in October I had about 13 or 14 pounds worth of points, and I needed another 15 to get to my goal, which was 30. So Sainsbury's sent an email out basically asking everyone.
Can you do all of these, because I don't know how to do them. Thank you very much.
Asking everyone what would your goal be, or you know, what you're kind of looking to spend. So I was like, 30 would be a good number to get the little bits and bobs, because I knew I wasn't going to do my major shop from there. In the bottom one, yeah. So I set my goal, and they just, Sainsbury's were just giving me points, 1,000 points here, 300 points here, 600 points here, like vouchers to spend. Like literally they just kept giving me points, to the point where I literally had £35 to spend. Now the joke was, when we got to the counter, the lady was like, I said to her, I thought I had 35, but I wasn't entirely sure. So I goes to her, I said to her, I want to use some of my points to pay. Oh, I don't know why that went out of focus. I want to use some of my points to pay for my shopping. So she was like, okay, no problem. In it, Karen, she literally said, let me check for you. She was like, there's 30. She's like, there's £35 to spend. Like, she was literally, I don't know if she never sees that kind of in terms of points, but.
Where should I put the
So yeah, I think my battery is just about to die, because it literally looked like it just turned itself off and shut down. So I will speak to you guys in a little while when I've charged my battery.